this is Snow City Tarot, and I'm here with a pick a card reading. Today's topic is going to be, what do they love about you? So this could be anybody, actually. When I went through this, I saw that this could really apply to loved ones, as well as romantic partners and things like that. This isn't going to be something that's going to be focusing on physical traits. So if you're looking for somebody who is not doesn't know you very well, you can still watch this. You'll probably be picking up information that you already know about yourself, if you choose this. But if they don't know you very well, chances are they might not know some of this stuff. So to save you some confusion, I just thought I'd let you know that. And of course, you can always click off if that doesn't sound like your cup of tea. But this is basically for people that know their person, and their person knows them well enough that they know their personality, they know their attributes as a person and stuff like that. So there won't be anything about like, oh, you know, they like your hair, they like your this and that, none of that. So sorry to disappoint, but I kind of wanted to focus on something that was a little bit more uplifting on like a spiritual level here. Okay, so what do I got here? I have 5 piles. This will be deck 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will show you what I've got here. This is lapis lazuli, I guess. This is green aventurine. This is an amethyst. This is yellow aventurine, I think it is. What did I have this? What did I say this is? Yeah, yellow aventurine, that's what that is. And this is red jasper. And I have to say, it is the cleanest red jasper I have ever seen. There isn't a mark on this thing. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out because I just got these. All right, so timestamps will be in the description box below. And if you are a kind soul and get to this before I do, if you can put somebody can copy and paste the timestamps in the comments section so people on the phones can click it, that would be great. If not, I'll try to get to it. So anyway, I'll start with deck 1. I'm going to put these guys away. Or pile 1, really. I keep calling these decks. I'm so used to my pick a deck reading. Oops. Ah, making a mess. Oh my god. Don't get out of order. Alright. Hope you guys fast forward through that. Alright, so for those of you that picked the lapis stone, this is your reading. So, what do we have here? So, for what they like about you, or love about you, I'm sorry, we have Aquarius. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to mean it's your sign. If it is your sign, good for you. You might just be, and if it isn't, you might just be showing attributes of an Aquarius. Blame, poet, breathe. Hope I have enough room here. Oh, it looks like it's pretty good here. And then I have a couple cards here to kind of elaborate on your connection here a bit. We've got the 6 of Cups as how you make them feel about themselves, and what attracts them to you with this card here. And then this is just a little bit more detail on what they think, what they like about you. So, group 1, what do I see here? What they love about you has to do a lot with your appreciation for other people, appreciation for humanity, appreciation for what else? Just you're very observational. So the Aquarius is the sign that likes to benefit humanity. It's a sign that likes to help people. And it's a very intellectual, a very analytical sign. However, it is also a sign of somebody who is kind of quirky, someone who's avant-garde, or somebody who is like, how to describe this? I guess eccentric, is an open-minded. Aquarius is like a kind of a hippie sign to me. Of course, you get that whole age of Aquarius thing going on. It's just, Aquarius is supposed to bring people into a higher state of being, or a higher state of appreciation for humankind, like somebody who really helps others. You could be somebody who's in some kind of healing profession, like a nurse or a doctor, or alternatively, you could be an engineer too. The Aquarius is very intellectual sign, so you could be an engineer, but you might be somebody who focuses towards benefiting things like, cleaning the planet up, or helping people out in some way through invention or creative scientific mind. And that's kind of when they see you, they kind of admire this about you. They see this in you, and they think you're somebody who has like a higher purpose in a way. And that's something you can also see here with poet. Something about this poet is this is somebody who discovers, this card talks about somebody who discovers beauty in the world, and basically you like to explore and discover life and people and the world and how everybody acts within it, and you want to share it with other people. Like, it's like you almost want to connect people together in a way. But that's kind of like how they see you, in this very humanitarian sort of light. And you're somebody who wants to connect people like that as well. We also have blame here. So this is, I accept responsibility for my well-being. So when I see that, I feel like, you might make it very apparent that you're somebody that takes responsibility for your actions, basically. But you're also somebody who's independent. You're not going to be using another person to get what you need, or expecting somebody to take care of you, because well-being is is a phrase, is a word in here that I was really drawn to. Well-being is like, you take care of yourself. You can keep yourself safe. You know what's best for you. So you can maintain your well-being. And that kind of ties also into breathe over here, because this is a card about wellness and health and mindfulness. And it's also the ability to get out of a mind space, or, to keep yourself just in a healthy state of mind. I get the sense, now they have someone here doing yoga, but I feel like you would be somebody who would probably enjoy yoga, or somebody who does it already. Because I think that keeping your mind in a certain level of health is very important to you. And I think that is what they know about you, and that's what they love about you, is you're very in control of your mind and your emotions. That's the thing with Aquarius as well, is a trait of this sign is also indicating somebody who's like, they have a tendency to kind of put some distance in there. It's like they want to help the collective, but interpersonally, sometimes it's difficult for them to connect with others, I think. So I think you're somebody who can also take space away from others. So with this well-being as well, I'm just seeing somebody who's not clingy. You're not clingy. You're very independent. You can, with this person, I think they appreciate that you could be somebody that's like, take them or leave them. They realize that you're not dependent on them. You don't need them. And I think they understand that there's value in that, especially if this person is a possible partner. This has the makings for a very healthy relationship, especially if these are the qualities that they love about you. You might be somebody who's also very artistic, or somebody who can communicate really well with words, or create in creative ways. So, how do you make this person feel? Well, we have the Six of Cups. This is how you make them feel when they're around you. This is how you make them feel about themselves. They feel at home with you with the Six of Cups. And honestly, the Six of Cups is also it's a card sometimes about like renovating and interior design and cleaning things up, right? So I think that when you're around this person, you make them feel like they kind of want to be healthier. You might make them feel like they want to kind of clean up their own mind a bit, dust out or, get the cobwebs out of certain parts of their personality that they might have not been focusing on. So it's like if you don't inspire physical health, that you definitely probably inspire mental health as well. And probably more so on the mental level, because cups are a more mental suit. So that, and of course on top of that, when they're around you, this person may feel like they've known you forever. They may feel like there's this deep connection that you've had with them for a long time. You may literally have known each other since childhood, or just really have known this person a very, very long time. But they feel like they're family, and they feel like they're at home with you. You might even bring them back into this feeling of nostalgia for them. Like you might remind them of good things in their childhood that they're happy to revisit. So what attracts them to you? This is one was interesting. But you are a very psychological person. You're based very much in the mind, from what I've seen. This person, and that's what they're appreciating about you. They may not be aware of this, but when basically, well, this is kind of what I saw here. So with this card reversed, there could be a couple things with this. They may be attracted to you just by sheer sexual attraction, energy, passion. But when it comes up reversed with the 8, sometimes it can mean jealousy. This person may be attracted to you. Now, jealousy is not necessarily like always catty and backstabbing and things like that. Sometimes it's more of like an envy, like you have qualities this person has been seeking in themselves for probably a good amount of time. And now that they know you and they've known you, it's like they're attracted to you because they want to possess the same qualities that you do. And maybe they feel like they are doing that when they're with you. Like it's going to rub off on them or something, or they're going to catch your good qualities. But I think that there's a big attraction with you. It has to do with some of these traits that I'm talking about that this person just doesn't have. So it's almost like pure admiration when I see this as the reason why they are drawn to you. It's just admiration. So this was kind of following up here. It was just like how they feel, how they think about you. These two cards, I kind of wanted to pull it up. What this person feels like, I think they feel like you've made them more communicative. You can communicate well with them. I think that you might be somebody who they can talk to comfortably. Maybe you might both be a little, for some reason this is just coming in now, I feel like you guys might be distance a bit. If not distance, you guys might communicate more through text or email than phone, voice, or meeting in person. So I feel like this person might be thinking about you, how far away you are, or they might be thinking about how they want to talk to you, something like that, or they might be longing to talk to you if you haven't spoken to them recently. But that is kind of where they're currently at in their headspace right now, as far as thinking and feeling. It's they want to talk to you. And I also get a sense that because we have a male card here, I'm wondering, they may not have been a very talkative person previously or before they knew you. They may not have been a talkative person or somebody who could express themselves well. And it's possible that is what it's saying here, is they have been able to do that since they've known you. Maybe you give them the patience and the time of day to talk when maybe they're not able to do that comfortably. All right, so that's you, group 1. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if that resonated with you. If you would like a private reading with me, you can give me an email. Shoot me an email at snowcitytarot@gmail.com, and we'll set you up with something personalized. So next up, we've got green adventurine. Excuse the bump. Oh, itchy. I have an itchy leg. Okay. So, for those of you that have picked green adventurine, this is for you. So, for what do they love about you? Green adventurine people. We've got Libra, Between Worlds, Denial, and Prince. I gotta say, one of the flying cards for this was Balance, and I just didn't want to take, I didn't see these other ones, and I was like, well, I'm not going to take flyers. I really want to, you know, be really precise here and cut the deck and all this stuff, so I put it back. But I gotta tell you, the amount of Libra energy in this is insane. I get it here, I get it here, I get it here. This one too, I think, nah, maybe not this one, but like 3 out of 4 of these Oracle cards, I get this heavy Libra energy. So I would not be surprised if there was some people with these duality in their signs. It could be Libra, Gemini, it could be Pisces, that sort of thing. But like I'm getting like duality and justice and stuff like that here. So yeah, just thought I'd point that out because I thought it was really funny. This card is going to represent how you make them feel about themselves. This card is here to represent what attracts them to you. And these are kind of just, you know, little side notes or extra comments here with the Lenormand cards. So, what do I see here? Why does this person love you? Group 2. Well, you are very, like I said, I see this duality in these Oracle cards. Between Worlds was an interesting one here. So I feel like you are kind of like a clownfish. You know, you can exist within sea anemones. You know, you can be in areas that may not be your group, I guess you could say, or you kind of exist in worlds that are not yours, and you exist there comfortably. You can kind of walk between worlds. So like maybe in a social sense you can mingle with everybody. You might be some kind of social butterfly where you're able to kind of integrate yourself into any group, or somehow be so charismatic that they you know, you can probably talk about any topic, or you can, you know, dress a certain way and pull it off, stuff like that. Your personality might be very chameleon-like, is kind of what I see here. Which, honestly, if you've got Libra rising, that'll be it right there. That's kind of the cause of that. But basically, they admire that you have so many facets to who you are and what you do, and how you present yourself to other people. With the Libra card here, you're somebody that can see things from all sides. On the dark side, maybe this person might like it when you play devil's advocate with them. You might be somebody who debates with this person. You might be somebody who they can come to, though, if they need to have an opinion, or, you know, because you can see all sides to everything. You're very fair. And with this Between Worlds card, I'm also seeing this person perceives you as a peacemaker. You can bring completely different people together, perhaps. Like, maybe you're that person that's friends with so many weird people, or mismatching people. You kind of like pick mismatching people up, maybe, and like, say you have a party and they all come. You just look at it and it's like this really weird smattering of bits and pieces, and like, you know, it's like a junk drawer of people. You've got matches, you've got a wrench, you've got like an invitation from last year to somebody's birthday party, you've got coupons, you know, it's like you kind of collect a junk drawer of, you know, of people. So I think that they see that, and they see you as like somebody who can really unite people like that, and they really appreciate that, because they probably can't do that. They might be less social than you, or maybe they don't, maybe they try to not be so open with their friends, but they need to be. You might really open that part up there to make them feel comfortable with meeting new people or mingling with new people. I feel like you're that person that they call up when they need like help with social things. I have Denial here. So it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So what do I see with this here? I feel like this might be replace your fear with awareness. It's a very logical mindset. Your person, I feel like they might have maybe a little bit more anxiety than you. Not saying that you have anxiety too, but we all do. But this person may be a little bit more anxious, a little bit more fearful or cautious. They may not be be one to take risks. And with this here, with this acknowledging fear and replacing it with awareness, I think that you're able to kind of take on scary things. They may have witnessed you taking on some kind of scary challenge, and they may have been worried for you in some cases. They might have seen the way that you were able to face your problem or your challenge with such bravery in a way that they might have really have fallen for you in that case, because you may have been willing to do something or accept something or face something that they may not have been able to face. We also have Prince here, so this is romantic charm and potential for power. For Prince here, it doesn't matter what your gender is. You could be male, you could be female. It's either or here. But with Prince, again, I see this very Libra energy. With Prince, this talks about serving people that you may intend to lead. And being fair and things like this, like just being fair and affectionate, but you treat everybody with respect, as if maybe those people are going to come back, could come back to haunt you one day if you were not to treat them, if you didn't treat them appropriately. So I feel like this shows that you treat a lot of people with respect, and this person also sees a great amount of potential in you. Like, you could lead entire groups of people. You could be a boss. You could be a business owner someday, or some kind of teacher, or somebody who's in charge of others and responsible for others. And you're somebody who can really look at a situation and, really take in everybody's opinion, like let everybody talk, let everybody, you let everyone speak and feel heard. So, and it's very interesting, more Libra energy, just because Libras do that. They're oftentimes generals, they're leaders of groups of people, like the captain in a battalion, things like that, because they can be heard, or because they're kind of like leading on a personal level with one-on-one people and make them feel like they're a part of a group, bigger group, so they can kind of like get people and collect them and lead them, not as a dictator, but as like just a wise friend in a way. And so that is what they love about you. Is just you've got this commanding power to you that they really can't. I feel like it startles them sometimes when they see this. It startles them. They don't know where it comes from sometimes. So, how do you make this person feel about themselves when they're around you? How do you make them feel about themselves? Well, what I see here is you make them feel like they have a similar intellect with them. You make them feel like they're smart. You make them feel like they are, like I said, heard, and that the things that they say are valid. You really flatter them. You make them feel quite smart, like I said. We also have a card here about flattery, just so you know. But I think that also this person could have had a painful past, or some issues in their life that they had difficulty dealing with before they met you. They may not have known, they may have just kind of been living with it for a long time, and then suddenly after meeting you, they might have seen something in themselves and they may have kind of like, you know, explored it more. This can be past relationships, past abusive relationships, but I think that this shows me that you might have helped them overcome some difficult old past relations or past routines. Because this is clarity, and this is cutting through and cutting out. And I think that you may have helped them with that in that case. So I think there might be even a sense of gratitude here, because we have gratitude here as well with this card. But for the most part, you know, I think in most cases, this person's going to feel like they're on equal footing with you when it comes to intellect. And I think they really appreciate that. So what attracts them to you? Well, we have the world reversed. This is one of those things where it's like they're mainly attracted to you because of aspects of themselves. So with the world reversed, this is like clinging to past successes. I feel like your person is older than you, and they may appreciate that you might have made them feel better about themselves. Or like, you know, maybe if they were younger, maybe this person was like, maybe their younger self was an aspect of them they appreciated more than normal. Appreciate more than they do now is what I'm saying, because the world is kind of like, you know, coming full circle and age and things, and this is kind of like suspended. You're suspended in this way. So when I see this, I think that this person, if they're older, you make them feel young again. You may make them feel like a teenager. It doesn't matter how old they are. You know, they could be 30 and they could feel like they're crushing like, you know, like a 14-year-old. And I think that's kind of what I'm seeing here is the attraction is this excitement and butterflies that they got when they were like a kid, when they see you. And it could be physically based, but there's also this, and this person doesn't have to be older than you, by the way. You both could be older people, and you're making this person kind of reminisce on how they felt previously. So, yeah, so this could be physical based. This could just be, they're just purely just so impressed with you that they may feel a little insecure about themselves, and you may give them butterflies that way. There's also this, they also may just straight up want a conquest. You know, they might want to conquer you. So, for some people, if your person is not older or old enough to reminisce like that, it is possible that this person just simply has the desire to have you. That's what this is. So this little tiny side note here with the bouquet and the garden, as like their thoughts or their feelings currently. I feel like this person, in their thoughts, they're definitely thinking about you and appreciating you in a very social setting. This person may think that you are famous or like well known or popular. And definitely with these social things here, is this person may think that you're popular or famous or very well liked by people around you. What am I saying? Bouquet. Yeah, there's just sweetness here. This person probably thinks you're very sweet, very courteous and generous, or not generous, but courteous and kind, and very socially appropriate. They could be thinking that you're somebody that they can take out in public as well and kind of show off. Yeah, because this is social networks and this is, you know, etiquette and class. So they might find you very classy, very beautiful too, because we have these flowers here. So that is you, group 2. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Did this resonate? Did it not? If you would like a private reading with me, you can contact me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com, and you can we can set something up for you that's a little bit more personalized. Next up, we have Amethyst. So, for those of you that picked Amethyst, what do we have? We've got Mars. We've got humor. We've got Midas/miser. What's funny with this is I'm noticing a lot of green here. I don't know if green is relevant to you guys. When I pulled these out, I thought it was a little strange. This Mars isn't even that green for some reason, but when it's next to all of these, it looks very green. And for some reason, I don't know, it's you might be somebody who's into healing arts, like could be Reiki, could be actual medical stuff, because green is like healing and health usually. This could also mean wealth and money. That's only my, but the Buddha here as well, really, it looks like a hotai. So like for me, when I see that, I'm thinking wealth and money, or like not necessarily wealth and money, because this is also green. They also associate it with wealth too, it looks like. But fertility or just abundance basically is kind of what I'm seeing. So if it's not necessarily money, it could be any one of those things. But yeah, there's something about green here, okay? Because I realize like not everybody's money is green, but for me, I'm associating it like that. And the tribe, the only not green card of the Oracle decks. This is how you make them feel about themselves when they're around you, and this is what attracts them to you, like the main force. Well, not the main force, but you know, like that. There's a magnetic attraction. It's that way, or it's from this card. I'm getting tongue-tied. Hang on, I need water. Okay. Talking too much, right? All right. What do I see here? Well, Mars is a big one. You have some kind of like really like super strong energy about you. You are somebody who might conquer. You have power to you. Mars is about strategy and war and like passion and fire and things like this. And I think that maybe you're one of those people that you're just very powerful in the way that you come across. You may be a leader. You may be, hang on, one moment please. Yeah, you may be a leader. You may be just very masculine. If you're a girl, it's okay. It doesn't have to be. But if you're a man, Mars is the masculine. I mean, its sign is the male symbol, okay? So if you're a male, you might be incredibly masculine to this person. You may have masculine qualities in the way you operate socially, culturally, or physically. You may look very masculine. As a girl, you can throw that out. You may just be somebody who's very powerful, very, strong-willed, independent, that type of thing. Because Mars is this driving force. It's like, I just think of an unstoppable force, like fire signs. We have fire signs that are ruled by Mars, or water signs are ruled by Mars, and they are noticeable. Tongue-tied here, I'm sorry. They are the signs that are ruled by Mars, like Scorpio and Aries, are very intense signs. There's just a lot of fire, passion, and force with them. They will make, if they need a path, they will cut the path. They won't cross a river, they'll part the seas, It's like this intensity here. Maybe not so much with Scorpio with that seas parting thing. They'd probably build a boat because they're more, crafty like that, I guess. But like an Aries sign is just like basically punch everything you need to be punched. Is how to describe Aries. It's just pure force of will. Humor. This person might like your humor, or it says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I think that maybe this person has picked up that you might be somebody who does not want to have things overcomplicated. That you don't want things to be dramatic. You don't want things to be complicated. You just want things to be simple, enjoyable. It's like life is too short to be life is too short to be, you know, worrying or stressing, things like that, or suffering. You know, there's no sense. So I think that you may be somebody that likes to keep things light, keep things not so heavy. But I do think that there's something about your humor, either what you find funny, or, you know, I think they just enjoy, maybe you got jokes. Maybe you do jokes. Maybe they think your humor is interesting or different in some way. You got Midas and Miser. So this says here, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. Again, there's this willpower with you, this like luck or this attraction, this manifestation with this Mars card. You might be somebody who attracts luck or wealth or green, you know. You might be somebody that is like luck of the Irish or something is what I think here. But there's just this this element that if you need something, you'll make it for yourself. If you want something, you'll get it. You'll find a way in some way to whatever, you know, make this thing happen. You don't see challenges, you see opportunities, stuff like that. So I get this feeling that this person has picked up that you are somebody who's, you know, got this type of power about you to make anything happen. Now with Midas and Miser, this is definitely a card that's focused on finance. So you might be somebody that is frugal, or somebody that is, you know, concerned about where they put their time and their effort, whether it's financial investments, but it could be time and effort and things like that if you don't have the finances. And that, but also, you're somebody who values it so much that when you share it, it means something. So you might be somebody that's been, somebody that has shared your time with this person, or you know, given this person something. And they see this as an honorable quality in you, like God, generosity in spirit, generosity of time, emotion, things like that, or just physical, material things. So they see you as somebody who is generous, and they like that about you. Especially since you seem like somebody who's so like harsh and powerful, you know, to have this compassionate side to you is actually a nice juxtaposition. The Tribe is the last card here for you. And what I see with the Tribe is you make this person feel like they belong somehow. You make them feel like you have a familiar connection with them, like family, or they feel like they belong or are appreciated when they're around you. Like they're not somebody who's an outsider. So you could very well be family, considering the context of what these questions can be about or who you're asking for. This person could literally be family, and they love that about you, or they love that you feel like family. If you're asking, silly, if you're asking about a child, then they like that you're their parent. Because these giraffes. There also could be very nurturing quality about you, and this green again is picking up here. There might be a nurturing quality about you, a caretaker. Again, I have green here with these parrots. That's interesting. Green birds. I don't think you can see it very well. Get the birds closer. Can you see the birds? So yeah, there's some kind of thing here with green, you guys. I'm not entirely sure what. Emeralds are green. Maybe you're green. Maybe your eyes are green. Maybe your favorite color is green. Maybe you're around green stuff. I'm not sure. You guys tell me though. I really want to know about this situation with the green stuff. There's a lot of colors, and it's interesting that 3 of these cards show up like this, but green and gold too, gold as well. So, for how you make them feel about themselves, unfortunately, it's not great. The 4 of Cups indicates somebody that isn't seen, somebody that's being ignored. When you're around this person, you might make them feel invisible even. You see how this cup is there, and it's like, oh, a floating God cup, and this guy's not interested. Look at him. He doesn't even see it. He doesn't care. This cup could do anything. It could shoot lasers. He's not looking at it. So this person may feel like, maybe this person is like, look at me, look at me, look at me, and nothing happens. Like, and you never look at them. Or maybe you're somebody that just doesn't appear like you're paying attention, because you obviously notice this person. Otherwise you wouldn't be here inquiring about them. But you make them feel like they're not being seen. So there's something here, some disconnect where you're not like showing any kind of, you're not moved by this person, or you look like you're not moved by this person. And you make them feel invisible. So that's kind of, maybe work on that. It's not great. What attracts them to you is, this one's interesting too, you guys. Your person is maybe a glutton for punishment or something. Because the 6 of Wands is like, kind of like an egotistical person. This can be somebody who's two-faced or arrogant. This is kind of somebody who's hot and cold. And that's funny with this Mars as well. Mars is somebody who can be, shadow side of Mars can be very arrogant, egotistical, difficult to reach, difficult to get to. This person might like the challenge, perhaps, of, if you're somebody who's, and this could be miser as in like an emotional miser, somebody who kind of hoards their emotions or feelings or things like that. Maybe this person wants to break through really badly here with this Mars. They want to break down your walls, perhaps, but it's not happening because you don't notice them. So that's kind of this is maybe like this person really likes a challenge, perhaps. But yeah, I kind of see this person, it's like you don't like, I think what I'm seeing is here is they see that you don't like them, and that makes them want you to like them. If that makes any sense. Of course, that this is the attraction. This isn't the only reason why they're interested in you. We've got all these other cards here, but like I think the main factor that really bugs them is the fact that you ignore the crap out of them, and they just want to like just get you to notice them, because this is a card of being noticed and like victory and conquest and that sort of thing. And then reversed here, it's like you're not doing that. That you're just ignoring them completely, and it drives them nuts. So, what else? This is kind of like just an end note I have here with these cards. What are they thinking about you, or knowing? What do they want? What are they thinking about you? What are they feeling about you right now? We've got clouds and we've got key, which together is like it's kind of what's the word? Redundant? Maybe. No, not redundant. The one card is like the antithesis of the other, perhaps, is what I'm trying to think of saying. Because this is revealing and revelation. This is clouding and confusion. So this person, they might feel like there's this confusion is like why you're not noticing them, maybe. They want to unlock this. They want to free something up. They want to blow these clouds away. Also, there's something to be noticed, left and right does matter sometimes with this cloud card. What this could be saying is this person desires to maybe cover up the truth as well. It could be either or, and it could be dependent on your situation. Either somebody wants to cover up the truth or the reality of the situation. That might be them. I mean, it is them. These are their thoughts. They might want to cover up the reality, cover up the truth, and just kind of like, kind of just keep things clouded, invisible, something that can't be seen. But I feel like if this person's feeling invisible, I mean, in some cases, this person might want to just stay that way. In other cases, this person might want to remove this veil over your relationship with them, or remove this veil over some kind of truth that needs to be shown. And they want to kind of free things up, unlock things, and just be out front and in the open. And that's what I'm seeing here. For some of you, by the way, I saw the 33. If three matters, if 3 is a number, it's here, basically. And we also have 6, which can be divided pretty easily by 3. So, and another 6 here, by the way, which is weird. But, yeah, I thought I'd point that out to you because I did see those themes. So 3 and 6. So there might be an issue with balance or harmony here, or give and take, generosity. This is also a card of generosity and give and take, balance. So there might be some kind of issue here. 33, that's also 6 as well, by the way, now I'm looking at it. So we're looking at 6, we're looking at 3, but I think this is probably saying, this is probably more indicating 6, because it looks like there's an issue with balance, reciprocity, things like that. Okay, that was you, group 3. Yes, Amethyst, that was you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a private reading, you can contact me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com, and we can get you a more personalized reading. Alright, next up we have Yellow Adventuring. Okay, Yellow Adventuring, you have Soul, Judgment, we have Gambler, we have Round and Round, we have the Page of Swords reversed for how they feel, how you make them feel about themselves, and we have the Knight of Cups for what is attracting them to you, and we have the Lilies and the Heart. So, what do I see here? I see, with the reasons for why they love you, we have Soul. You are a warm ray of sunshine. You are inspiring, illuminating. You're a sunny day, just incarnate. You are just, to them, I feel like you might be just this happy, gold, you know, I was going to say gold-haired person. I mean, you might be a blonde. Who knows? I didn't intend to have things, physical things come out, but that's just what came out. So maybe that is relevant. But you're warm. You might embody strength and growth, and you know, you're a constant in this person's life. You're so bright and illuminating. It's like you might be the hope, you're the light at the end of the tunnel for this person. You might be the person they want to see at the end of the day. You might be the thing that they want to greet the day too. It's just this very intense love and warmth from you. It's like and it's the thing is, it's like there's supposed to be qualities of you, but this is more of an energy that you radiate. This person is it's like soaking it up. And with these other cards, I feel like your relationship with this person could be closer to a spiritual level. I'm not going to put a label on it, but you know what it feels like. I don't want you to put labels on things because that doesn't matter. It's how you feel. And this person feels like there's like a direct channel of love from you to them, or something like a love portal or something. With this card alone, it just screams this feeling here. It's funny, we also have yellow here. So what is that? Is that the solar plexus chakra? Can't remember. Or no, solar plexus is orange. I can't remember the one below that. I'm sure some of you know. You can let me know in the comments. I'm not too well studied on my chakras yet. judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I feel like when I see this, I feel like you're somebody who helps people up from their challenges. That's not what this card is really about. But I feel like when I'm reading this intuitively, I see this and I think that, somebody could come to you with a problem, and you reserve judgment. You hold judgment. You don't do that. You see somebody down on their luck and you pick them up because you're a freaking daisy, man. Like, I don't know how to describe your energy. It's like you're a daisy, or like a dandelion, or like some happy flower or something. It's just, the whole thing is like, in my head is yellow too when I'm reading this. It's a blue card, but my head is like yellow right now. You've got this great energy about you, and this person loves it. You've probably like some kind of special something is what you are, and maybe that's how they feel about you. Maybe I'm channeling your person's feelings about you. You're some kind of special something they can't put their finger on. They may not be as spiritual as you are, but you might be waking them up to it. Yeah, that's funny. I have gambler. So this is willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. And so this is very much talking about intuition here. And sometimes, it's not like if you're a psychic or whatever, not really saying that. Some of you could be. Some of you might not be, and that's okay. But you have this gut instinct that you just, have this deep down, primitive knowing of things. When it's dangerous, when people need to eat, when people need to have a hug, you're just this love bomb of person here. And intuitively it's like you come to them when they need you, and it's like you just know what they need. It's like they don't have to tell you anything, almost, in a strange way. And now it brings me to round and round. Why is that? Why is it that you guys have this weird unspoken sort of feeling? And I see this round and round, and this is about cycles. So this is somebody you either been with for so long that you're like an old shoe. You fit like a shoe. Or it's like you're an old comfortable chair or something like that. So for some of you, this is somebody that you've known for a long, long time, and it's like you guys have just become one at this point. For others of you, this person might be some kind of person that you're connected through karma, or some kind of wonderful friend from another lifetime, which is karma, of course. It's like you guys go through these cycles round and round and round. Maybe that is... it's like they know all this and feel all this because this isn't your first rodeo, whether that is in this life or beyond. But yeah, there's this wonderful warmth. But this is nice, honestly. I don't get this type of, when I read it, I don't usually get involved, but this is getting me involved, guys. So yes, there's something really wonderful about you, and honestly, it's almost like a mystery. They don't really know, and I'm literally just channeling at this point because these cards are not this is not really what they mean. They do. I even read this. I read my cards before when I do these pick-a-cards with oracle cards, and it's like I've kind of gone off the rails here when I'm really kind of performing this, and it's nice. It's very nice, you guys. I wish I could meet you in real life. You're probably great friends for everybody. Anyway, let me continue. So, how do you make this person feel about themselves? This person is tongue-tied around you. This person, it's like they're overwhelmed. And I think this is going to be a lot of people here. If this is somebody that you're not quite familiar with, this card I think is mainly for you, because honestly I don't think that if you guys are in a long-term relationship you already know this, but for most of the people that don't know this aspect of this person, they have verbal diarrhea. They are tongue-tied. They may not communicate clearly. They may communicate immaturely. They might be childish in the way that they talk to you, regardless of age. So I feel they feel out of their element, and in this case, this card can mean an imposter. So this person might feel like they don't belong near you. They don't belong in your presence. They don't believe that they're of your caliber. This person may think that they're not worth your time. So you're just so overwhelming in the way that you might be so mature. You might have yourself figured out way far ahead of time than most people. That this person just, they're in awe of you, and they can't, they feel like everything they say is wrong and everything they say is stupid. Like this person is just very self-conscious around you when it comes to trying to talk to you. You guys, let me know in the comments about whether or not this person has trouble talking to you, because that's just what I see here. It's like maybe they say really weird stuff, and then you can kind of see them like have like a slow motion horror moment, like, oh my god, did I just say that? Because that's kind of what this is saying here. With the Knight of Cups, as far as what attracts them to you, this card has other meanings, romance, being really charismatic, coming and going, being fleeting, all this stuff. But the one that really stood out to me, the one that really stands out to me with this card is love at first sight. I feel like this person and you have something very special. And this person is just like struck by you. You are lightning. You are like some rare event, some rare miraculous event to them, that they can't really put their finger on. They probably don't know why they are so attracted to you. They may not believe in love at first sight, so maybe they're just think it's like a misconstrued type of crush or something. But I think truly, like, they may have just been drawn to you naturally for no reason, immediately when they saw you. Now, that might not be like deep, amorous love on first sight, but it's like they saw you and they just knew something was up. So, the side note here. What are they thinking about you, feeling about you? This person is an explosion of feelings. This person feels love. They feel maybe even deep friendship with you. If you have this round and round, and there's age here as well. So, like I said, a lot of you probably have known this person for a long time. And that's why you just intuitively know what they need. But this card here can indicate age, wisdom, virtue, things like that. So I think for some of you, this person, they think about you with this like long-term love, this, wise old sort of affection. It's very comfortable. For some of you that haven't gone that route, this can indicate sexuality and, this sexual nature combined with this love here. So it's like romantic sex, almost, honestly, or very sexual love. But there's this, it's like just a good, healthy combination of the both. They think that they could think that you're just very wise as well. Somebody who has a lot of wisdom. And just, this is like compassion and sweetness and kindness and love and everything. So there's just a lot of good feelings in this reading as how they see you, how they view you. So, it's a pretty darn good reading in my opinion. The cards do not look this fantastical, but it's just the vibe I get from this. It's like right out the gate, the sun is here, It's like, how can you go wrong with anybody who's got energy of the sun? All right. That was you guys, group 4? Yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this reading. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can email me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com, and I'm going to ride your happy wave onto Group 5. Group 5, you are Red Jasper. So for those of you who picked Red Jasper, what does your person love about you? Pluto, trust, companion, mending. So this is one of those readings where just from looking at this, I feel like you guys could be friends, real good friends, and you're asking about a friend. For some of you. This could also still be a romantic relationship, but I really get a feeling of friendship. This could be a romantic relationship based on friendship as well, but I just, friend is kind of just the vibe I'm getting here. Like an inspirational, like sort of Oprah Gale friendship too. Just off the thing there. You don't have to excuse my Oprah reference. I'm not a big fan or anything, but I just like it's what I thought of at the moment. So this is Six of Wands is how they feel, is how you make them feel about themselves, and Justice is how is their, you know, what attracts them to you. I also got this very interesting one here. This is kind of why I thought maybe friends as well, but also could be same-sex couple with these ones, because I had two women cards, and all it was like this before, and I was like, well, you know, as a Lenormand like sentence, it, you know, it just says feminine woman, you know, or like woman, or, you know, usually these are people cards representing two people. So I pulled one more card and I got the stars in between you. So I'll get to that in a minute. So, what do they feel about you? What do they love about you? You are a transformative person. You are somebody who may have transformed yourself. You may have, it could be a physical transformation, could be a mental, emotional transformation. You could be somebody that they admire for your efforts in changing who you are or bringing other people to accept change. The Pluto is death and regeneration and things like this, and just change. So there's something about you. It's like either you allow people, you get people to accept you know, changes in themselves is okay. You know, some people are reluctant to change. They think that changing your mind or changing the way you are is somehow a defeat or a failure and not an evolution. And I feel like you're the person who's like, no, you're becoming better. You're becoming stronger. If you change, you're only becoming like more powerful, greater. So they I think they might structure changes in your life in a way that you can kind of see the silver lining in a dark cloud. And that's what they really, is really what they appreciate about you. I'm not sure if I just said that they do that or you do that, but I'm pretty sure you do that. I've been talking for so long, I might be shifting my perspectives, but this is how they see you as this person. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I feel like for them, you are their inner voice. I feel like for them, you know this person well enough that this person is like, oh, what would they do? What would they say? This, you know, how would they deal with this? Like they in their head, you might be like a guiding light for them. I think, of course, you know, you're somebody that they can trust. You're somebody that they can trust your advice, your guidance. You're somebody that might be like a little older, like a big sister, big brother to this person. It still could be in a romantic way. You still may look to this person or they still may look to you for guidance. Of course, I get the companion card, which is like obvious here. This is kind of interesting because this companion card can sometimes mean it's like a companion, but it's like also like a sidekick in a way. From the way I read the descriptions for this, it can sometimes be like somebody who, you know, comfortably helps somebody be the star of the show sometimes. So I feel like you're somebody that you're so confident and comfortable in yourself that you raise this person up and you don't feel like it's compromising you at all. It doesn't feel like it's stealing your thunder or anything. It's like you have shared thunder by helping each other. So this person really feels like you're their sidekick, you're their number two, you're their second hand, you know, it's a right hand man or woman. So they really love that they can rely on you, they can fall on you, they can trust you. They love that you inspire change in them, and it's guilt-free. They don't sit there and say, hey, I told you so, or you don't tell them, hey, I told you so. This person sees that you are it's weird that I keep shifting perspectives here. It's like you're the same person or something. You guys might be so close that you guys touch, you guys kind of absorb each other's energy or something. Maybe you guys are that close to you're like the same person. Yeah, you're this companion. You're their second in command, their wingman, wingwoman, or possibly, just the person that they're just simply like a friend that they're in love with, Mending also kind of plays into this Pluto card. You're somebody that, helps people get out of things. You help people heal emotionally. This could also be a situation where this person and you may have had a falling out, and you may have forgiven them. You may have had a huge falling out, and you brought them back in. You didn't have to, but you did. You were very fair to them when maybe they didn't deserve it, and they really appreciate that. I think that, because this is about making amends and healing after arguments and things like that, and I think that they really appreciated a moment or a time when you guys were together, or still are, that you took them back, or you forgave them when they really felt like they screwed up. I think that this one honestly is the most, for some of you, this is going to be the most important card. Is I don't think that they properly thanked you for giving them a second chance if they had one. So how do you make this person feel about themselves? You make this person feel great. You make them feel like they're a winner. The sun is always shining on them. They feel like they are, just fantastic. This is like Superman. You make it feel like if you give them your support, they don't need it from anyone else. You are just the spring in their step, everything. You're the caffeine in their coffee. Like, I think you just make this person feel absolutely great about themselves. Like they can do anything, and that you're there to support them. That's what they feel like. Justice, though, what attracts them to you? This is interesting. I'm not really sure what to think about this. I mean, this is a card of fairness and balance, of course, but it's reversed. So, reversed, it's kind of like what attracts them to you to them is like you might balance each other out. Like this is reversed, so it's showing, and when it's reversed, it's showing an imbalance, right? So what attracts them to you is they're unbalanced, and they need you to balance them out. And I think that when they're feeling off kilter, feeling unwell, or feeling a little weird, they seek you to possibly recalibrate them. You give them balance. When I see the Justice card as well, this can mean distance as well. So this could say for some of you, if there's like a separation right now, and I do see there may be a separation still, perhaps. This says that you've done this already. So I don't know why you're still separated. Maybe you're still separated and, you forgave them, but you still kept your distance or something. But this is saying right now what's attracting them to you most in this case is that the distance might be making them kind of long for you. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with this Justice reversed, is like a longing almost, because it does mean separation, can mean divorce sometimes. So it's like, and in its own way, separation is an imbalance. They want to connect with you again so they can feel whole. So, and this again can kind of give me this feeling of distance between you. But this is kind of what they're thinking about you. So, like I said, this kind of looks like you and this person could be two women, which is a-okay. Whether you're friends, whether you're romantic partners. If you are not romantic partners with this person, I feel in this case you could probably alternate the genders here, but I feel like these two women came out for a reason for somebody. And it might be just a shout out to that person, or several people maybe, who have a same-sex relationship that they're asking about. But if you are inquiring about a man, you can definitely replace one of these with them. Or both, if you're also a man. But I get this card here, these two women here, staring at each other from over this starry sea here. I feel like there is a distance between you, and they wish or hope or dream of seeing you. I feel like there's definitely a separation here, and there's definitely some kind of longing. Now, this isn't the card for longing for Lenormand, but I get this sense just in the way these women are appearing. I feel like this is them and this is you. And if you notice, she is actively looking, and she has her eyes closed. She's not looking at all. She's just independent. She doesn't need anybody. She's sitting, so she's sitting and she's active. And she's just enjoying herself. Looks like she could even be just dancing on her own. Like she doesn't need a partner. So this person I still get this feeling that you have separated or stepped apart. And this person is worried that you don't need them as much as they need you. And I think that is something that I'm getting here. This is definitely hope and dreams and longings and progress to a goal. For some of you, if you're separated and you're thinking of a friend and you're separated because you had to part ways, I feel like this person is hoping that you are progressing well and reaching whatever dreams you needed to reach, or do whatever you needed to do. This person is well-wishing you. But for those of you in a romantic relationship, I mean, and even as a friend, you could be very missing each other, you know, longing to see your friend, longing to see a loved one or partner, loved partner. So that is kind of what they're thinking and feeling about you right now. So I hope this resonated with you, Group 5. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if this resonates with you. And if you would like a private reading, you can contact me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com for a more specific reading to you. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.